time is you have in book one, you have the idea of, okay, if plan A doesn't work, go to plan B, and building out a list of people that are potentially interested. We already know they're in the right pool. Just because they're not buying, they didn't fall in that 5 or 10 or 20% that's actively looking today, doesn't mean they're not going to buy over the course of the year or the next 18 months or 2 years. So your plan B stuff in the book is excellent. Do you mind talking a little bit about what plan B is and how that might work?
I'm glad that you brought that up, because a big part of success is, when you talk to someone and you have your plan and they, in essence, they say no, no, and no, go back to that statistic. Only 15 or 20% of them in active buy mode. So when you call them, you're hitting them only in a snapshot of time. So one of the things I talk about in the book, and for lack of a better phrase, Ed, I always called it the magic question, which is stupid, okay? But you call and they say no, 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 and then you end up and say, hey, look it. This is the way I did. I said, hey, look it, not a problem. Don't want to be on your back. Hey, but obviously we do an awful lot of this. Could you suggest a time we should be back in touch? And then you do the hardest thing for a salesperson to do, shut up. And you'd be surprised how many people will go, well, actually, call me in a month. Call me in 6 months. And then you say, oh, okay, great. Any particular reason why that's a good time to call? Yeah, we're slammed with month end, or we've got a new VP, whatever. You go, super, I'll do that. You don't try to go any deeper. So the point being is, if calling is economically viable, you know that you're offering something that people don't buy a lot. They buy infrequently. They change vendors frequently. And so when you interact with them, you want to give a buyer every opportunity you can to, I call it raise your hand out of the crowd. So after you've done all your core scripting stuff, you got your core script, you got your objections, they still say no. You want to squeeze that a little bit more, and you end up with the magic question. Hey, not a problem. Don't want to be on your back, but hey, we do an awful lot of this. Could you suggest a time I should be back in touch? I'm telling you. I don't know what your experience has been, but a lot of people will tell you when to call them back,
Yep.
and 50% of those actually will book a meeting with you in the future, and then whatever your closing ratio is and your average size of sale, do the math. So a dead-end call, and I'm glad you brought that up, so a dead-end call with that simple question at the end, all of a sudden, all that value. And that presupposes that you're calling the right pool, that in your pitch you are laying out your credibility and value so that they're more likely to say, yeah, actually, call me in a month, call me in 3 months, call me in 6 months, and here's the reason why.
Got it.